What's up, y'all? Back again with another quick video. In today's video, we're talking about tire pressure management system. Is that a KTM? I don't know what that was. I realize that not all bikes are going to come with that feature built in. Basically, it's a way to quickly get your tire pressure, make sure you're good to go, especially when you're in and out. You don't have time to get connected to a pump every time you go out for a ride. So this is going to simplify your life. It's going to keep you a little bit safer, because what this is going to do is going to prevent tire from wearing bad. It's going to prevent bad riding or uncomfortable riding. And it's also going to prevent accidents. Believe it or not, tire pressure is one of those things that can cause you to go down. So it's very important to keep that pressure on the wrap. So I have a 2022 CB1000R. Tire pressure does not come standard on this bike. So what I ended up doing is going on Amazon, grabbing one. I believe the one I purchased was only 40 bucks. And was skeptical about it because I know that there's some cheap ones out there. A lot of complaints about some of them. So I decided to give it a shot, just to make sure it's tested properly. I've been sitting on this for about 8 months now, guys. So I've been using this for about 8 months, and so far, so good. So this video, we're gonna quickly go over what it is, how you can find it, the application, and we're gonna take it apart and see how it actually installs and how it functions. Let's go.
All right, so just a little bit about this. This is currently on Amazon for $36. I'll put a link in the description. As far as the specifications, this is going to have Bluetooth 5.0, so it's going to give you faster, more accurate, stable connection to the app. We'll undo one of them just so you can see how to use the battery, but just to give you a reference, I've had mine for about 6 months now, and the battery is still at 99 and 98%, so the battery is going to last a good while. So let's get into the application. So the app is called Motor Care, iOS as well as Android. When you get into it, you can see I have some limits set, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. But first you see the front tire, then you're going to see the rear. So the temperature on the front is currently 73.8, pressure is 31.8, and the rear tire temperature is 70.9, and the rear pressure is 37. So I do ride a CB1000R where the rear is recommended at 42 psi and the front is recommended at 36. Now this is going to change a little bit once I ride it, because with heat the pressure is going to expand and it should go up a little bit. Hopefully as I go riding, the pressure will increase a little bit, bringing it up to around 36 and 42. That's the home screen of the actual application. You can see it gives you the front, gives you the battery percentage for both. So next setting is going to be binding, so you can connect new devices, auto bind, one-click bind. So those options are there. Into the settings is where you can set your limits, and I like what they did here. So you have a language setting. If you turn that on, you can see that it goes to, I'm assuming, Chinese. Turn it off, it goes to English. Not sure how that works, but you do have notifications warning. So you have a vibration warning, which I do have on, and a voice warning, which I do have on as well. Both will report back to your phone. So if you hit below a certain pressure, it's going to give you warning. Next, you're going to have your temperature, so you can set it to Celsius or Fahrenheit. You have your pressure unit, PSI, KPA, or BAR. I select PSI, and it do have electricity warning. This is going to be your battery percentage. So when the battery hits below 20% for me, I have it set to alarm. Now, as always, you can always set it down less. Maybe 10 is a good percentage, so I'll leave it there. Below that, you have your wheel, front and rear, and both are going to have different settings. So first is going to be the pressure warning upper limit. So this is if your tire is above this pressure, it is going to send you an alarm. So for whatever reason, if it's overinflated, if you're riding and it gets to a certain pressure, you want to set that alarm. Right now I have mine set to 43.5. Again, depends what you're doing. So if it hits above that, it will give me a warning. The pressure warning for the lower limit, and this is for the rear, I have that set to 30.9. And as well as the temperature warning, I have it set to 176 for both. I don't think I ever hit that, just for the type of riding that I normally do. Same thing for the rear wheel. You do have the two different measurements. So upper limit, lower limit, as well as your temperature warning. So all of these you can go ahead and play with. I can see on the rear I have the lower limit set to 30, so if it hits below that, I get the alarm, I get the notification, and I'll know that I need to take some action.
So quickly went over the application. You guys saw that my tire pressure was I think it was 31 and 34. But what I was curious about is, after warming the tire up, how much is it going to increase? Is it going to go up by 2 psi? Is it going to go up 4? And this is really important, because when you inflate your tire, you automatically think that I put it at the manufacturer recommended, which is 36 for front for me and 42 for rear. And what a lot of folks don't realize is, once you get moving, once the tire heats up, more than likely that air pressure is going to go up, so you might be off of what you think you actually inflated at. So let me warm this thing up, and then we're going to go ahead and take a stop. A lot of riders out today. I love it. And again, Florida, Central Florida, so it's a year-round thing. If you guys haven't noticed, I got a couple new gears. I got the Insta 360. This is the X4 up front. In the back, I got the Insta 360 X2. Osmo action in the helmet. Osmo action in the helmet. Do have the Cardo packed up mold connected as well. Quad lock for my phone up there up front, so kind of curious to see how the footage will turn out. Quick shifter and auto blipper on this bike is so smooth. I just wanted to ride some more bikes just to see if it's consistent across the other brands, because this will spoil you right here. Also my maiden voyage with the X4, the Insta 360 X4. So curious about the vibration that is on my handlebars, and you guys know how naked bikes get shaky. So I wanted to see how the footage is after stabilization as well. Listen, if you bought this bike and you're thinking about the exhaust, just do it. Like, I feel like just getting the exhaust just brought more character to the bike, yo. Because I have the Leo Vinci. It does have a decibel killer, so if it's a little bit loud for you, then you can always tone it down. I also have the full exhaust, but if you only get the slip on, you're not going to need a decibel killer. But if you're doing a full exhaust, in your lane, bruh. My usual spot right here, but if it gets too hot, I might have to change spots. What's going on out here? We got the fire department. Hopefully they're not recovering the body. Anything's possible though. No, they don't like me riding on the sidewalk, but normally I just do it anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So here's the first unit right here. Of course, there's a front and a back one. The front one, I believe, is right here. So you can see the rear pressure is now 41.8. I believe it was 34. And the front pressure is 34.5. And again, recommended is 42 in the rear, 36 in the front. So I'll probably have to add something to the front just to bring that up. But I like going off running temperature when it's actually heated up, just because I feel like once you warm the bike up, that's where you're gonna be. So beautiful day here in Central Florida. Betsy looking as beautiful as ever. Probably made some changes since you saw it last time. Put my favorite tank grips back on. Has some stripes in the rear, but a lot of this is subject to change. So let me show you guys what I wanted to do as far as showing you what we have. So temperature went up, so we kind of know how to gauge that. I feel like now would be a good time for me to add some air in the tire and kind of show you the unit itself. If you guys don't know, Cycle Vibes, follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok. I'm on all 3 platforms, y'all. All right, so I did go out, I bought one of these, and normally I carry this with me because you never know what can happen. Especially when I have my backpack, I normally have a portable inflator with me. This one's pretty cool because it has presets that you can use. So turn it on. It's probably hard to see, but I'll let you guys know what's going on. So you do have different modes, so you can set it. You can see that's a personal or a user mode. You have a car, that's set to 35. I have a motorcycle, that's set to 40. So I can go ahead and adjust that. Let's put that to 36. We're going to work on the front. All right, so we're at 36 because I believe the rear should be good. Now when I disconnect the actual sensor, it should give me a notification.
Front tire pressure is too low.
And there's a notification.
Front tire
Like I
pressure
said,
is too low.
so far it's been working really well, guys. So here's a look at your unit. It did come with a washer. This acts as a lock washer on the valve stem itself. So you screw this on first and you screw on the main unit. Within this unit, you can go ahead and disconnect it. Let me see if I can get it off for y'all. This did come with a wrench, but I actually misplaced it. But the wrench is essentially to take this part off. All right. So here's the internals. You can see the batteries right there. So if you ever need to replace the battery, you can see the batteries right there. When you're done, just screw that back in. All right. So you can see now it's locked. Valve stem's right here. It's ready to go. I think this part screws back in, but that should keep it on. And again, all you need to do is put this washer on first. They did give me a wrench, but I lost it. Tighten this on top, so that should keep it from moving. While we're here, let me go ahead and put 36 pounds in the front. So I'll link this pump as well in the description, y'all. So basically, turn it on. All right, set to 36. I'm gonna go ahead and screw it on the valve stem. All right, you can see it's reading 34. We're gonna go ahead and hit that. Oh, thanks. All right, so we had 36. Now we're gonna go ahead and screw this back on. Get compliments on this bike everywhere I go. A lot of people are surprised that it's a Honda. Especially because of the single-sided swing arm. All right, so for this, you just want to have it a little bit tighter or a little bit up. So you want the actual unit to hit it. Then you tighten it on top, and then you turn the actual sensor back on the washer. Like I said, they did provide a wrench. I haven't found a need for it. Go back in the app. All right, back in the app, you see we're at 36.9, which is perfect, and we're ready to go again. All right, so again, I'll link everything in the description where you can go ahead and check it out. On Amazon, I believe the pump, I got it off TikTok, but they have similar ones that works the same. I'll link it all where you can go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you guys think, man. Is this something that you see yourself using? I know a lot of people don't trust them or don't think they need them, but I feel like this is a lot easier to do than going down there with a pressure sensor every time you need to take the bike out. Just load up the app, see what you're reading, and get on the road. So thank you for watching again. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll catch y'all on the next video. I'm out.